So in this video, we'll be removing and applying a new pair of EasyCare Speed Metal shoes. This application is at 8 weeks and they need to be removed. I use a towing knife and a mallet. This horse is named Rowdy. She unfortunately has some arthritis in her fetlock joints, which makes it a little bit difficult to nail on shoes, so she's been more comfortable with the application when I'm gluing the shoes on. She just asked for a little break, so I'm giving her one and back to work. Once the shoe is off, I'll actually trim the foot before I peel off the cuff, and the reason I do that, it makes it a little bit easier to remove the cuff. So the tools I use for trimming is a hoof pick, wire brush, rasp, and some nippers. I'm going to lower the stand a little for her so it's not so hard on her fetlock joint. While I'm here with my nippers, going to clean up some loose tags on the frog. So you can peel the cuff off in two positions. You can peel it off while the foot's still in the stand like this by just grabbing the edge of it, using your nippers and then prying it off. Or you can bring the foot forward and put it on a stand. A little adjustment on the camera here. Here we go. And so you can see a little bit better on film. I brought the foot forward. Normally I don't do it this way. I just do it all in the working position. This gives you a pretty good idea on how easy it is to peel the cuff off. Using a sharp rasp, knock down the glue. I try not to file into the hoof wall just yet. I just want to remove the glue. Went to grab a 110 Hind, wouldn't you know, I'm out. So Christy brought me a pair of shoes. Tell me what you know about these shoes.
They are an EasyShoe.
Correct.
They are speed, metal, and protective hoofwear.
All right, thank you, love. So using the hoof buffer, the goal is to remove as little foot as possible. I'm really just wanting to clean the hoof. If you wanted, you could weld new tabs on the old shoe, but it's just as easy to start fresh. My torch was running low on butane, so filling it up. The goal here is to get the foot dry and remove the little bit of surface moisture. While the foot might look dry, there's a lot of moisture in the air, so that is why I'm properly drying the hoof. I'll then use the edge of my rasp to score the hoof wall. This allows the glue to adhere well to the hoof. You do not want a smooth surface. Use a clean wire brush to knock the dust down and any extra dirt. I'm using some fungal dye, which is antifungal, to just help prevent any bacteria or fungus grow during the winter months. Work it well into the hoof wall and then hit it with a torch. It's pretty chilly today and high humidity. You can see the moisture that's on the shoe as I'm hitting it up. I'll do that one more time. You can see that it's evaporating a thin layer of moisture off. Here's my prepped scored foot, ready for glue. This foot's good to go. Now I can finish up my trim. I like how this fits. Rowdy's buddy has been intently watching. We're ready for glue now. So today I'm using EasyShoe Bond Fast Set. When you go to swap out your tips, there's a couple different ways that it can be done. This is really important. When you're switching out a tip, you want to make sure that both sides of the opening aren't clogged with any dry glue, like this little piece on my finger here. It can get stuck in the tip and really mess up a glue application. It's handy having these quick connect candles to turn your valve on and off. These particular tips just screw on. So turn your valve in line with your tip. Go ahead and purge a small amount out so you can see that the mixture is coming out evenly. And I'm ready to put the glue in behind the cuff here. The cleaner you can have your work on this side, the less prep you have to do to clean up once you remove your stretch wrap. Have your stretch wrap ready by having it unrolled a little bit before you pick up the foot. I like to start by grabbing the stretch wrap with my thumb at the back of the foot and gently doing my first wrap with the stretch wrap, not too tight. After that first wrap, I'll go ahead and start increasing the tension to help hold the cuffs firm against the foot and smush the glue into all those little nooks and crannies. Make sure my shoe isn't twisted and it's where I want it. I'll then make sure the glue is evenly distributed behind the cuff and feathered around the edge. When you're done gluing, go ahead and turn your valve off. I leave my tip on. It acts like kind of like a cap. And when I'm ready to use it for the next glue job, I'll take it off, clean out the tip, and you're ready to go. You can get these Cradle posts from EDSS. I'll make sure there's a link at the end in the description. I'll use my hoof puffer to slice the stretch wrap. This way I have one tool to get multiple jobs done. For the sealant, I'm using the MaxSecure and the InstaSet to help the glue set up rapidly. When it's cold out, it can take 15 to 20 minutes for this glue to set up, but when you spray it with InstaSet, it sets up in seconds. I've seen glue on horseshoes change a lot in the last 30 years, and these shoes are really quite simple to apply. That's all for now, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe and like to help my channel grow. Appreciate the support. Cheerio.